What's up, GundamModels? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Models. Today is March 4th. I'm about still a month away until MosquitoCon, and I have my first entry to the MosquitoCon show. My 1/44 scale Blue Justice Gundam, which I've finished. Well, not completely finished. I'm still working on it. I'm going to touch it up in a bit here and there. And apparently not too many people listen to my last video, the last video of the video build. I am going to panel line it. Just not now. And the reason why not now is because I'm also ordering, I'm getting new decals. The decals that came with this, I'm not feeling it. It's not, the decals will not work for this. Even though it does, yes, I understand that. I'm not using these decals for this kit. Okay, you know, I don't want to use them because it doesn't look good. I'd rather get the water slide decals where I know once I put them on, they stay on. I don't have to worry about it. So that I'm waiting for the stickers, and when I panel line it, I was thinking of using the lighter fluid slash enamel black, and then panel line it there. But I ordered this. Well, actually not this. This is the actual panel line accent color gray. I purchased the black, and hopefully I will get it within a week or so, which I'll have perfect time for me to relax, panel line it. It'll be done. Once that's done, I top coat it, I seal it, and I'm done. And I know not too many people are crazy about the pinkish reddish color replacing the blue. That was my choice. Of course, Prime 92 kind of pointed out that I turned it into the Iron Patriot color pattern from the new Iron Man 3 movie that's coming out this year. Didn't realize I was doing that, but I guess it did. But that is the idea. And that's how it came out. I'm going to stick with that. So, now that it's done, I'll put it to the side. This week, I'm going to start doing some things before I kick in my next build for MosquitoCon. But speaking of MosquitoCon, let's talk about it. For the past month or so, I have been waiting for MosquitoCon to release a flyer of their show. And lo and behold, it is now available. Here it is on my tablet, for those of you who want to see. Actually, let me position this in a way you guys can see this. There we go. So, MosquitoCon is being held in April 6, 2013. This year, of course. By the way, I'll be putting a link on this channel, on this page, so you guys can go to it, find the address. It's in Wayne, New Jersey, for those of you who live within the tri-state area. I'll put an address there so you guys can look at it. Don't ask me how you guys should get there. Google it. Figure it out on your own. But basically, the theme is the cutting edge theme. And I believe that term could be in reference to the most latest cutting edge in vehicles. Cutting edge ships, cutting edge tanks, cutting edge aircraft, helicopter, whatever. So that's pretty much what they're talking about. I don't have anything like that, and I wish I knew about it. I wish I knew about it a month ago. Usually they have this thing ready 2 months in advance. It's odd why they did it this close to, you know. That means I got to dedicate a good month to build a kit. I have 2 kits now. I can't build a third. Anyway, so judging doors will open at 9 a.m. and judging will begin at 12. It says here there's a lot of free parking, but if I were you guys, I would try to get there as early as possible. Because there is parking. You just got to walk. So, information is listed on the site if you are a vendor and want to sell stuff. And there's a lot of vendors out there. Gundam Planet in particular will be at the show. So you guys, if you go, you can probably find some cool Gundam kits. A lot of Gundam kits this time. So the registration is $15 for anyone who's coming in and going to compete with a kit. Doesn't matter how many kits you bring. If you bring 10 kits, it's still $15. It's not 15 per kit, it's 15 per the person who's bringing in the kits. If you guys can figure that out. Now, $10 are walk-ins, $5 are kids under 16, but the kids under 12 are free. And active military members of the service are free as well. No bills larger than 50, so bring some 20s and 10s. Now, here are the categories that I want to focus on, and I want to make sure that all you guys who are also non-Gundam modelers out there can see this. So, aircraft. Single engine, multi-engine, jet aircraft, prop jets, rotary wings, which is basically helicopters, commercial, both civil and racing, vacuum form and resin aircraft, conversion and scratch build aircraft in either 1/72 smaller or smaller, 1/48 scale, 1/32 scale, and larger, and any other scales in between. So for you oddball people who like to make oddball scales, that's for you. Military vehicles armored and soft-skinned. Armored fighting vehicles, tracked and wheeled pre-1945 and post-1945. Wheeled soft-skinned, self-propelled ordnance, towed ordnance, howitzer and cannons. Commercial conversions and major conversions and scratch building. I love people who do scratch building. Again, whether 1/72 or smaller, 1/48 scale, 1/350th scale or larger, or any other oddball scales are included into this categories of you see here. Ships. You have ships, battleships, cruisers, carriers, either 1/400 scale or larger, or 1/401 scale and smaller. I would like to know the company who's actually making a 1/401 scale. Why can't it just be even? Ships and other types of ship scales, and any scale, and submarines, of course. Oh, and based on the awards, there's always first, second, third, best out of box in categories 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually 1 through 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and number 24. So clearly that doesn't fall under my category, which we'll cover in a moment. Civilian vehicles. We have automobiles of any type, stock car racing, custom, street rods, both from 1948 and earlier, to street machines, 1949 and later. Competition open wheel, close wheel, competition drag, commercial and trucks and motorcycles from 1/25th scale or smaller to 1/24 scale and larger. I'm kind of lately appreciating the models of motorcycles. Motorcycle models are starting to look kind of good to me recently, and to me has been making an excellent sense. I know other brands as well. Space and science fiction. Factual vehicles, fictional vehicles, all scale. Factional vehicles are basically, space shuttle, lunar lander, Saturn V rocket. Fictional vehicles. The Enterprise, Millennium Falcon, Space Cruiser Yamato. You guys get the idea. Number 38 of this category, which I did not mention the numbers in the other category, but number 38 is, of course, the one that I will be applying. Beings, robots, and suits. All scales. Pity, though. It'd be nice if there were two categories, 1/48 scale and 1/100 scale. But I guess, they couldn't do that. The other two scales here under figures is the pewter ones. That's 54 millimeters and smaller, or 55 millimeters and larger. Then you have the dioramas, which is the vignette and dioramas, all scales and size. Yeah, many of you guys are probably saying, why don't I do a diorama? Tell you the truth, I'm done with the diorama that I just made last year. I am planning to do one this year, just couldn't make it for this competition. Miscellaneous. All types and scales. The miscellaneous is just miscellaneous. So if you got a kit that you don't want to classify on any category, just make it miscellaneous. Trifecta has been something that I have been admiring for quite some time. People like to bring in 3 model kits, whether it's the same type, 3 different types, 3 different types of scales. It doesn't matter. As long as it's they put it in trifecta, they'll accept it. I'm thinking about that. I'll discuss that in another video. Classic plastics. Any kits that's over 20 years old. Interesting. I wonder if I have a kit that's over 20 years old and I made it. I don't think Heavy Arms is over 20 years old. Anyway. And then, of course, finally, the junior category. So any ships, any planes, any tanks, and hell, bring a Gundam. Any of you guys who has a kid who's building a Gundam kit and wants to introduce it, bring them to the junior category. I hope they, they'll win. So that's basically it. That is what the show is about to offer. Now then. A while back I said something and hoping that you guys will come to the show. I really hope you guys can come to the show. Because last year it was just me and another guy who built a very good Kimfer 144 scale. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm about to give you another reason for you guys to go to the show. Now, I'm only placating to those who are going to compete, not those who are just going to go and know me as Strider Prime. Anyone who goes to the show to bring a kit to compete at the show, meaning they have their registration paper on the table, they have their model kit on the desk, and they're going to compete, I will give them a gashapon. Just for you guys to come, for those of you who come in. Anyone who comes to the show who is going to present a Gundam kit, by the way, not anything else but a Gundam kit, at the show to compete, you will get DX number 9. I have quite a bunch here. I'm willing to part with a few to the point where, once they're gone, they're gone. And then from there on in, if if more people come in, I'm sorry, but that's pretty much it. So that is my little gift to you guys if you guys go to the show. I want this table filled with Gundam kits. Enough of the dumb... Oh no, excuse me. I was about to say something, but I don't want to piss off the modelers out there. You guys do great work. I understand that. I just want to bring the Gundam community to MosquitoCon. So that's pretty much it. That is my overview of what's going to happen in MosquitoCon. I hope you guys come. In the next few days, I'm going to be building out the kits, and I will show them off. Just normal, straight builds. And then next week, I will begin entry number 2 for MosquitoCon, courtesy of Gundam Planet. With that being said, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. Take care.